What's going on, everybody? So let me grab this real quick. Sorry about that. I have, again, gotten another awesome IEM on the Audio Geek Tour. Now, the Audio Geek Tour, I've mentioned before in videos, is awesome because there's so many IEMs, so little time. We're living in one of the greatest times ever for IEMs. There's so many really good IEMs at all price points, and some will just, I won't get a chance to get them because I can't do everything. So awesome tours like this are great because I get to try out different things that I wouldn't necessarily either have coming in from friends or something I would buy. You know how it goes, just a review. So it's just, tours are really, really great factors for me because it allows me to hear just so many different varieties of product. And this IEM, so I have heard the Pin-On Fan 3, and I've loved it. Like, that's just such a fun little IEM with bone conducting. The way it just layers things is awesome. I've heard the Pin-On Rival. We've done reviews on both of those. The Rival, total set, amazing. Just does everything and competes well with everything in that price range and above. So I'm excited to get this one because there was a lot of talk about it on the Disco thread. I know it's one of Freewheelin's, staples. Like this IEM is one of his trios I see all the time and one of his just favorite IEMs. So I was excited that this was on tour and I was going to be able to check it out because, again, hard to check them all out. So today we're going to be doing a review on the ISN EBC80. All right, so the ISN EBC80, these names, man, retails for $699. It is an 8-driver IEM. It has 2 BAs, 2 E-stats, 2 DDs, and 2 BCDs. All right, let's check these bad boys out. One thing that I find striking is the shell. I think the faceplate is absolutely gorgeous. The shell too. The shell's always cool for me. It's blue color, but you can actually see everything that's happening inside. I always find that fascinating. But the faceplate itself is absolutely gorgeous. The cable is a good looking cable. It matches everything. I'll cover that more on the sound part, my issues with the cable, the stock cable that comes with it. But pound for pound, I think this is a very stunning IEM. All right, let's talk about fit and finish. So this one, I would say, is a medium to large size. It's very light. So when it comes to comfort, I don't have any issues getting it in and for it being comfortable. It's very nice. It's very light, so I've been able to, luckily, have long listening sessions. This IEM is a joy to have long listening sessions. The one knock I will say, though, I do, is the standard cable that comes with it. It's just kind of stringy and plasticky feeling, and the hooks sometimes don't work that well for me because they're just kind of like floppy and straight up like this. So I did actually put another cable on it when I was doing my listening, and I'll bring that up in the whole sound thing. But pound for pound, the IEM I think looks brilliant and is very, very nice. All right, so how does the EBC80 sound? And I just had to look at the website. So you're wondering why I'm looking at my phone. I keep running up on IEMs that I feel like punch above, their price point. And this is a $699 IEM. And it just is a very good IEM. I had to switch off the cable because it just it sounded off to me with the stock cable. I put on my Quentin cable, which is a copper cable. And it just transformed this into such a very awesome IEM. Now, Then again, the standard cable might be totally fine. This is a tour unit and it's been through a lot of hands, so things happen. So it just might be that. But I will say that when I put it on the Quentin at this $700 price point, which is crazy, it sounds like a kilobuck IEM. It has this very awesome bass, very powerful bass, these awesome dreamy mids, a little bit on the warm side, warmish, but enough to give it that just mwah when it comes to mids, instruments, anything that you throw at it. And then it's got nice extended treble. It's not going to be in your face, but there's enough air there for there to be excellent separation. And I'm sure that's helped with the bone conducting because it has this really awesome stage, left to right, but left to right is nothing without depth. And there's depth to this sound. You're listening to something like classical and you can feel the individual imagings of the instruments in their proper place. So it's got just this awesome all-around sound. All around. What do I mean? I can throw different types of music at it and not have to feel like I need to pull out another IEM because this IEM, because it specifically sounds better at this genre, I should have it. No. This great little IEM does so well playing multiple genres, and that's nice to have. Like if the bass needs to be punchy and kick and be low, it'll do so. If it needs to pull back and be more subtle because you're listening to something like classical with cellos and basses, something low guitar, the lower instruments or like even low piano, there's cohesion there where it's not sticking out glaringly because it's boosted some. It's natural sounding. There's good texture to it. The mids, I don't know what it is about pin-on type mids where voices just sound so good. Male, female, instruments sound lush and there's just this romantic sound to them that is just awesome. So like after a long day, wanted to come home and chill and you want to pull out an IEM to just enjoy your music and forget the IEM that you're wearing. At this price point, at $700, especially when I'm saying it competes above that, that's what makes this IEM so special. So yes, I feel like it's certain brands and certain companies are trying to get the best bang for the buck, and I'm all for that because prices are expensive, especially when you start adding on the tariffs and things like that. Things have gotten expensive, and you're not missing out. That's the beautiful thing. When you buy this IEM, you're not missing out. The 80 is able to do it in a way where you are getting all the awesome sound that you would be paying much more for, but you don't have to. So that's what makes it special. I like it very much because I feel like I can listen to multiple genres of music and not have to change IEMs because it sounds so good on this one. It's a great all-arounder, and I think it's like one of the best bang for the bucks at this price. So is the ISN EBC80 a buy? I'm gonna show you this again. Right? $699. Actually, I didn't show you the price. I didn't move it up right there. I feel like this is one of these ones that will compete with IEMs that cost twice as much. Right? So that is so important because again, prices are going up. You want to find the best bang for your buck. And I think this is a knockout IEM that, again, competes with things twice its price. And if you can do that and save some money, heck yeah, that's a buy. If you got any questions, comments, feel free to ask, and I will see you in the next video.